So about 2 weeks ago, I did a video called the 10 worst bands ever. And some people liked it, some people I really pissed off. So I'm gonna go over that video today. I'm gonna read some of the comments that I got, and we're gonna talk about it. So let's get going. So, who was in my video of the 10 worst bands ever? U2, REM, Coldplay, Poison, Kiss, System of a Down, Disturbed, Kid Rock, Nickelback, and Limp Bizkit. And then I had an honorable mention of country pop, like modern country pop and country rap, which I fucking despise. It is the worst thing that has ever been created musically. And I don't care if that's offensive or not. It's terrible, terrible music. So my approach to making videos is basically I'll have an idea, and wherever I'm at, you know, if I feel the need, if I feel like I have something to say, I'll flip the camera on and I just go, okay? I kind of approach these as if I'm talking to a friend. It's not a conscious decision to shoot a video in this way. It's just the way that they come out. You know, I just talk as if I'm talking to a friend, and it's the only way I really know how to do it. So, you know, if you're with your friends, you're bullshitting and you're sitting around and you're making fun of each other, and you know, you're being assholes. You know, you're just having fun. Well, that's how I do these videos. So yeah, you know, I made some comments like, well, you know, if you'd like these bands, then you know, I'm going to tell you why you're wrong, and people got all pissed off about that. You know, take it down a notch. It's all going to be okay. It's just a fun little video. So let's get moving with some of these comments. I'm just going to start from kind of oldest to newest, and there's like 600 comments in there. So obviously I can't read them all. So I picked some of the few that just kind of stood out to me. So here we go. First one comes from Foreign Descent. This cracked me up. I like watching you rage like a proper old man, and I'm here for it. XOXO also. I don't disagree with any of your choices. Thanks, Craig. Dimebag Dave 77 writes, Georgia Satellites, Counting Crows. Really enjoy this and admire your straight-ahead opinion delivery techniques. Most people I've met into Nickelback were female, but man, I've met a few guy fans too. It wasn't pretty. See, there's not many out there. Andy Mangel. You are one of those American idiots Europe is laughing about. If you don't have no clue what music is about, then you better keep quiet. Hush, hush, little boy. Chris Jones -PI5MH, time-stamped 4 minutes 49 seconds. Not noticing the hypocrisy of this statement says a lot about you. And your editing is terrible. And then he put the laughing face with the tears coming out of it. What he was referring to was a part of the Kiss portion, which I knew I was going to get some shit for, but I talked about how much I fucking despise Gene Simmons, and I called him an opinionated jerk-off, and I made fun of his hair. Noodle5283 wrote, most of these bands make sense on here. However, I have to defend System. If you find Serge's voice annoying and can't stand it, that's fine. It doesn't change the fact that they are actually talented musicians, the drummer in particular. They have a we suck mentality. They do write interesting songs at the very least. You know, I appreciate that. There was a lot of comments about System of a Down. A lot of people shocked that I don't like them and saying, oh, you should listen to this other record. You should listen to this other record. And talked about their style and how unique they are. And they are true. They are very unique. And the people that came out about System of a Down actually had things to say other than saying, you suck. They actually said, you know, this is why I like this band, and this is what they mean to me, and this is why. It was a certain point of my life, a certain moment of my life. I appreciate that. You know, that's what music is supposed to do. You know, just because I think a band sucks doesn't mean that they suck, you know, all together, that everybody thinks they suck. It's just me. So get over it. Duke Halliday-CV4FX writes, you are an opinionated ass. You wouldn't know a good band if it came up and kicked you straight in the nuts when you trash Kiss. See? I knew it. I said the Tortures are going to come out for Kiss, and people fucking came out in droves about Kiss, like all pissed off. Like, what? You can't say that about Kiss? Yeah, I can. I mean, the funny thing is when I was 4, ironically, this was in 1974, 76 maybe, I was Gene Simmons for Halloween. 2 years later, they came out with I Was Made for Loving You and did that terrible Phantom in the Park movie, whatever the hell that was, where they were like these superhero guys walking around a theme park. And they just went downhill from there. I mean, absolutely went straight down to the bottom, chasing the dollar. And in my opinion, they have not put out anything quality since then. And they just will not go away. I mean, my God, give it up already. Matt Jones, 1293 writes, "You did not enlighten me. You got 7 out of 10 right, but you also ooze jealousy from your pie hole. Honestly, I've never heard of you before this video, and I've heard every band you've mentioned. Grab your sticks, tune your kit, and stay in your basement." I just did. I just tuned them up and played. That's my studio. We don't have basements here. "Music is as diverse as the universe. Is as diverse as the universe. Sound is simply fun things to do with the air. Remember this old golden lobes?" I guess he's calling me old golden lobes. OL golden lobes. I don't know what that means. "Remember this old golden lobes? Just because you play doesn't mean you can produce." William 89809. He also timestamped 4 minutes and 52 seconds, which was in the Kiss video in the same spot. "An opinionated jerk-off calling someone else an opinionated jerk-off." True. Priceless. "As a musician, there are bands I like and bands I don't. Who cares? All music has its place. Just saying." I replied back. I reply back to every single comment that comes through. So if you commented, if I haven't replied back, it's coming. I wrote back, "Spot on, man. I am clearly an opinionated jerk-off, hence the video. I can't put something like this out in the world and claim to be anything less, and I'm cool with that. And I agree that all music has its place and it means different things to different people." Then he replied back with the little smiley face with the wink. So I think me and William 89809, I think we're good. Thanks, William. 16-Pack 14 writes, says, "What? No Faith No More? You wash your mouth." 16-Pack 14. They are godly. Faith No More is otherworldly, okay? No Motley Crue? They're coming. Winger? They are most definitely coming. Now, I know Winger, it's like, well, they're good musicians. Their guitar player rips. That's fine. I'm sure they're phenomenal musicians, but their songs are fucking terrible. Living on a Heartbreak or what it is, living on a heartbreak. And then 17. If that's the feather you're sticking in your hat for your music career, is the song 17. Okay, I don't have to say anymore. Winger is like the 80s version of Nickelback, LOL. I like most of the bands you listed. Okay, well, it's okay to be wrong. See? That pissed a lot of people off. Brett Walton Drums gave me one of these and then a smiley face with the crying. "Please tell us what you really think. I have laughed through this entire video. Thank you." Thank you, Brett Walton Drums. Me and you were separated at birth. Leo Basurdo, 187. "So you're not a nu metal fan." I guess I'm not. I didn't really think about nu metal as a genre and me not liking really any of the bands that came along with it. Like Korn, I don't like, I like their music, but I can't stand that guy's vocals. I don't know what he's doing. It's cool. It's his own thing. I can't listen all the way through a song because it drives me crazy with the vocal style. Disturbed. I mean, they're in the video and Mr. That guy is a fucking tool. Who else is in there? I don't know. There's all kinds of nu metal bands. Limp Bizkit. They're terrible. I mean, I just named 3 that are like. I think System of a Down is after nu metal, and I'd probably get roasted for that. But the only band that came out of the nu metal scene and quickly separated themselves from it that I love is Deftones. I love the Deftones. So that's going to be in my video of bands I like. I'm putting the target on my back right now. I know a lot of people ask for a favorite bands video so they could fucking jump all over me because of the shit that I gave about their favorite bands. So that'll be coming. Punk and Drublick 72. I came into this post wanting to laugh at your Yank ignorance. I agree with all of your choices, but thinking you two are Scottish justified my Yanks know fuck all outside their bubble attitude. You're right, man. Seriously, you're right. I totally dropped the ball on that. First band in the video, right out of the gate, I said that U2 was from Scotland, and they are from Ireland. I apologize to all the U2 fans. I apologize to Ireland. U2 are clearly the sons of Ireland, and you guys don't deserve that. I apologize just as much to Scotland, because no one deserves to have such a shit band dumped on them. So, sorry. Tara Upchurch 9389 wrote, LMAO, speaking of opinionated jerk-offs. Well, yeah, she's not wrong. David ST67 writes, who are you? What experience do you have to rank all of these bands? Sounds petty to me. I don't really understand this comment. What experience do you have to rank all of these bands? Well, I've been listening to music for 52 years, as long as I've been alive. And, you know, I guess that's my experience is, you know, I mean, do you really need experience to listen to bands to determine whether you like one or you don't like one? And the fact that I made a video about it is kind of besides the case, but my experience of how I rank these bands, I mean, I have, I don't know, I have ears and I have a conscience and, you know, I know when something tastes like shit when I eat it, so I definitely know when something sounds like shit when I hear it. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's all the experience that anyone really needs. I mean, there's no qualifier, there's no questionnaire when a new band comes out and you have to fill out before, you know, you're allowed to rank them. So, you know, there's none of that going on. So I hear a band, I either like them or I don't like them, and I'm going to have an opinion either way. So I guess that's my experience. David ST67. Max Weirmeyer -K1I. I'd like to know what this guy listens to. If he shits on System of a Down and Limp Bizkit. Well, I definitely don't like these two bands because they suck. And yeah, I said it. Let me rephrase that. I'm sorry. I just offended everyone again. I believe, in my opinion, with all of my experience that I've gained throughout the years, that these bands are bands that I feel suck, and because they suck. All right, so this one, get comfortable for this one. This is a little bit of a long one. I'll just get started on it because we'll still be here by the time my next video comes out. This comes from Irish Warhammer 9388, and he really gets into it. So let's get going. What my thoughts? I'm a 63-year-old GTR player. I'm assuming that's guitar player, but I don't know. I'm a 63-year-old getter player from the major label years in Hollywood. After 40 years in the biz, B-I-Z, I retired to Tahoe. Still have a publishing deal. You clearly don't understand how the biz works. It's easy to rip on stuff when you're bitter over your own career. The gig is the gig. Otherwise, there is no gig. No gig. Being an opinionated a-hole only means you're an opinionated a-hole. I worked in town for 40 years and I never heard of you. It's called the music business for a particular reason. This guy, by the way, should change all of his S's to Z's. I learned at the knee of Mickey Shapiro, my manager. If that name means nothing to you, then you're a dilettante. Me and Mickey are good, man. We're good. I know Mickey. Twisted Sister was at the hands of Mickey Shapiro. We ain't gonna take it video? Top notch. Good shit. They missed this video by like a fucking hair. They're definitely gonna be in the next one. So I'll give Mickey a shout out. And you too, Irish Warhammer, Mr. 9388. It's not about the band, lad. It's about what sells. No, I think it's about the band. You know, I couldn't really give a shit what the record sales look like if the music sounds like complete ass. So yeah, I'm going for what the band sounds like. You remind me of the losers on the strip that claimed to be pure but yelled, pick me, louder than anyone that was actually in the mix. I don't know about you, but I played on anything that had a getter budget. Sincerely. Then he came back and he added to it. He edited this. As I type this, I'm sitting on my deck, barbecuing salmon and enjoying a glass of Opus Cab. He's cultured. Thanking God I never missed the point. Well, I take issue with that. I think you did miss the point just a little bit. We're talking about being a guitar player for 40 years in the major label years on the Sunset Strip and Mickey Shapiro, barbecuing salmon and drinking some fine wine. And I was talking about shitty bands that I don't like. So yeah, I think it was like, you know, phew, missed it. You missed it. All right, Mr. Hammer. Thank you. Appreciate you watching. Charlene Maddox 9412 writes, I agree 100%. You are a breath of fresh air. I'm going to read that again. I agree with you 100%. You are a breath of fresh air. Yes, I am. Thank you, Charlene Maddox 9412. So I guess what I want to say is calm down, people. You know, I joked around a little bit about it, and I made fun of bands. And, you know, I said, if you don't like them, then, you know, if you like them, then you shouldn't. I mean, seriously, take it down a few notches and relax. Go do whatever you got to do to relax. Do some yoga, you know, maybe have a little sip of wine if that's what you do. I don't care. Whatever it is, chill out. It's entertainment, right? It's just for fun. I'm going to make more of these, so, you know, strap in, and I'm going to do my favorite bands, and you guys can rip me on that. So that'll be coming soon. So thanks for watching, because you all bumped up the channel a little bit here with all your views and your comments. So I appreciate that, good and bad. So we'll see you on the next one. All right, I love you.